Willie D Live.
What would you change about your job? Like being a judge, Harris County, Texas, one of those states that when you say where you from, they go, ooh,
Oh, I know.
good Lord, Texas, you know. Like, what would you change about the system if it was up to you?
Probably a lot of things. But one thing I could say probably on its face is really just the resources that we have available to help people. They are so limited. And we talk about these things that are a problem. Like we talked about mental health and mental illness. And actually more than 80% of our Harris County jail population, they have a mental health diagnosis or a mental illness. And so one of the things that I think about change is like, where are we long-term going to do, or what are we going to do with these people? How are we going to actually help them? Because sure, they can accept a plea bargain and they're out of jail in the next week, right? But they will be right back.
Reintegrate.
They come right back.
Yeah.
We have had people literally charged January the 3rd, pled guilty to time served, and then came back on January the 6th. So we as a society, we are in a criminal justice system, we are not doing a good enough job at actually helping people who want, and keep in mind, I keep saying who want to be helped, with the resources to rehabilitate.
Yeah. Anything you want to add?
No, I just want to thank you for this time. It felt like a conversation, not an interview, which I appreciate because
absolutely.
Sometimes in this space you're like scared, like is somebody going to ask me something that I can't answer? And it felt very nice to just like talk to you. One, hear about your story, but also two, just like kind of lay out like who I am, not just as a judge, but as a person, you know?
Yeah.
So this has been a great space.
Yeah, that's important to me, you know, because, you think about people, you know, how you want to be, you know, you say you treat people how you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for me, you know, I've been on the other side of the mic many, many times and had these type of conversations with journalists. And I'm like, and oftentimes they ask you these questions and you're like, man, get out of here, man.
Right.
Like you heard that same question a billion times.
Yeah.
And so I just like to talk to people the way I would want to be talked to.
You could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell. Yeah.
But I absolutely appreciate you coming in. But I do want to ask one more question. Like, I know that you're a judge and you've always, you know, aspired to be a judge. This is your dream job. But at some point, I'm sure something is going to pique your interest. Something else. Something, I'm not going to say it's bigger or badder or whatever, but it's just maybe another step in your evolution. What is that?
I don't want to say it yet.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to
cool
say
with that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Not because I'm holding something out, but
I jinx yourself.
Yeah, that, and I think that there is a lot of power in holding things, you know, in. But yeah, there is something that has piqued my interest, and I think that's one thing I love about my generation. We don't stay at jobs a long time.
Yeah,
we don't. We don't.
You love that?
I do because I think
it's not right.
If it's not right. And I think it gives us all of these different experiences and different perspectives. So like, I'm not going to be on this bench for 30 and 40 years. Like, I probably won't run for office, this seat again. And that's just because I have done the work. I've been here for 4 years. I'm up for re-election this year. And the goal is to win and be there. That's 8 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. And I think that we kind of do ourselves a disservice when we stay in these positions and we don't give other bright minds an opportunity to be on this bench and contribute.
So you believe in term limits. You absolutely believe in term limits.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I was on a panel the other day and we were talking about this and we're talking about me being the youngest judge and what does that mean for young people who want to run? And I'm like, I hope that it invigorates them to run because there is so much that exists around the conversation of ageism, and on the other end of that, when you're young, people tell you don't have enough experience. And the thing is, age doesn't equal experience. And if we do have that institutional knowledge, which I think a lot of people do, especially within the Democratic Party, I think we should be pouring it down to the next generation.
Yeah.
I do. I feel very strongly about that. And I don't want to just sit here on this bench because it's a comfortable job. I want to be able to use the experiences that I gained from being at the state court level to maybe a different court. I don't know what's next, but I didn't expect to be a judge at 30. So who knows what'll happen at 38, you know?
Right.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, wow, yeah, you can shit. When you do it like that, man, you pretty much do what you want to do. Like, you know, really the sky ain't even the limit.
It's not. It's not. And that's what I love about God is that you kind of think, I didn't think I was going to be a judge at 30. Like, I thought this would be something that happens at 60, but it has broadened my perspective about what is possible. And so I'm not putting any limits because I don't know. Even if I did tell you something, oh, Supreme Court, I don't know. But I know that it is possible. Yeah. You know, because of what has already happened.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely. But thank God what has happened has happened.
Yeah.
And we are looking forward to what the future holds for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Katherine Thomas.
Oh, thank you.
No more talk.